What's up, besties? I hope you're having a confounding day. So this time I decided to do a more chill video with just one more Do It Again challenge because I haven't done that in a while, and it's really motivating to me because first of all I get to come back to old ideas that I maybe couldn't execute as well as I wanted to back then, but also just seeing how you progress is really nice, you can't really see the difference between like a drawing I made like this week and the drawing I did last month. It's not that big of a difference. But this one is from 2020, and I see it, and I'm glad I see it. Sometimes you feel like you're stagnating, like you're not progressing, but then you can just do that and be like, oh yeah, I am progressing. Maybe just not at the pace that I would find satisfying. Yeah, and it is a drawing of an animal, which I think is interesting when it comes to me because I don't do this like that much. Like, I like animals as in real life animals, but drawing them isn't really my thing. But at the same time, despite the fact that I'm not drawing them that often, I can still see the progress. And I feel like here it's less about like the try and error thing, and more about this how when I'm drawing other things, I'm learning to look at things. Like, it's more in my eyes than actually in like my muscle memory or whatever, makes you able to draw things after repeating them over and over again. And it's maybe more about just learning to draw in general from drawing other things than that, because I'm not doing it often, but it still gets better. So I don't know, that's just like my working theory, a hypothesis, one might say. Anyway, the concept of this drawing is just a wolf puppy that's on the moon, and it's answering to all the wolves howling from Earth. And yeah, I thought I could make him a little bigger this time, so like, some time have passed and it's a bit grown up. And I started from drawing the moon, and I actually drew the whole moon, despite the fact that I need only like a small fraction. I drew a whole moon in grayscale, and it was very satisfying. And then I cropped out some of it, so it's like so it has the shape I want, and by cropped out I mean I clipped it to another layer that I made in the shape I want. I didn't like erase it in case I want to add something. And I added that moon actually to my materials in Clip Studio. You can download it because I feel like I wasted it a little bit, but it was still satisfying to make. And yeah, if I'm going to draw this one more time, I'm actually thinking that I should make the moon more like 3D, because here I kind of went with a mix of a cartoony logic and like a real life logic, because in real life, when the moon has this croissant shape, it just means that the shadow from Earth is like covering the light from the sun that hits it. So it's still round, and that's just covered, but it looks flat. So I figured I'd do that, but instead of it being a shadow, it's going to be like literally just cut out. Like, you can see what's behind it, and behind of it there are just stars. And yeah, if I'm going to do it next time, I'm going to make it like more three-dimensional, like as if it was made out of clay or something. But yeah, and he's standing on that. And yeah, I changed how the stars go because I felt like the angle is nice but doesn't work here. Like, there's just too many angles going on, with some of the stars like hanging down from the moon, like straight down. The like angular line with the galaxy or whatever didn't really work here. And also like composition wise, I think leaving the corners darker work because the moon is supposedly a light source. And yeah, one problem I had while drawing it is that at no point I felt like it's finished. Like I couldn't get it to the point when I felt like it's finished, like truly finished. So I just kept on adding and adding and adding. One thing I know I was lacking the whole time was like some pop of yellow, and I couldn't add that yellow anywhere in a way that it would work. I tried using a rainbow brush I made to like add some rainbow first because rainbow has yellow in it, but it doesn't really show that well on the whole picture because they're like very thin lines. I don't know, like blue, pink, and purple, like as a color palette work. It's just not what I'm used to making. I like yellow and I couldn't add it anywhere. It didn't fit any particular place, but my eyes still like crave for yellow. And yeah, I just kept on adding things or changing things, hoping that maybe then I'll feel like it's finished. Like I was playing maybe with adding correction layers like on top of everything to make it more like unified. And I remember adding one like just for higher saturation. I also once like flattened the whole image. Then I copied the layer image this way and unflattened it, so I had all my layers back, and then I added that one on top and blurred it and like erased out everything that I found important, because I figured this way the image will be more focused on like its main subject and not just some random stars in the background. I also played a lot with a tone curve. And yeah, I made it like all really wonky because I wanted to like get out all the rainbows possible, and I just really fried the image. And then the tone and then the tone curve was on a correction layer, so I could just lower down the opacity to like get back all the details but preserve some of that like rainbowy effect it gave me. I also like flattened the image one more time, and then in a separate file I added a bit of a glitch effect. There is a tutorial for it on YouTube, but basically I just didn't add like the square glitches. I just moved it a bit so that pink lines appear in some places. And I didn't really do it for like more computery effect. I wanted it to be more like a blur maybe. And also like one thing I really liked about the original is that back when I made it I was using Sketchbook, so I didn't have the outline tool and I was like outlining everything by hand. And I kind of liked how the lines on the moon weren't like 100% straight, because if I like did it here like straight up from the ruler tool, it would be very like flat looking, like computer generated looking. It's from a ruler, it would be the perfect circle without any changes to it, like in thickness or anything. So my solution to that was that I blurred some of the edges that I didn't find important, like just a tiny little bit before outlining it, so that it can't outline perfectly. I did the same thing in some places in the wolf, I think, but I didn't really want to mess with that too much because I thought it's good as is. And also I added like a texture layer, and to do that I added just a scan of my own painting, like with paint on it, and put the layer mode on overlay and made the opacity lower. And this part is really stupid, I exported it and posted it on Instagram, but with that layer turned off because I forgot to turn it back on when I was messing with other stuff. So yeah, Instagram got a version without it. so that sucks. But yeah, I think it gave some nice like paint texture. So I'm going to show you the version with it here. And yeah, I didn't feel like it's finished. I at no point felt like it's like 100% finished, but what can I do? Like that's what I'm at. I can't really just keep on going forever. So I decided like I'm done. I'll maybe next time I'll change something so it feels more finished. I don't know. I couldn't like get it to the point when I was like, yes, that's it. I can now be fully satisfied with it. Which I don't get at every drawing I make, but I sometimes do get to the point when I'm like, just yeah, there's nothing more I want to do here. But here there's just like, I want to do everything more. Everything more, please. But yeah, I hope you like this video, and you like this drawing, and you all like what I've said. If you have any opinions on that, or advice, or propositions on what I can do in the future, I'd love it if you left that in the comment section down below. And for now, just stay safe and stay hydrated, and peace!